guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk 2. This is the beta gameplay, the Utopia Builder. We've got more people sick. We still haven't managed to resolve our coal shortage. And we've got extra factions popping up. So in the last episode, the technocrats popped up. They are basically a more extreme version of the machinists, somewhat like the Ice Bloods is a more extreme version of the foragers. So I think we've got everybody fairly comfortable, but we need to bear in mind that these guys will, be problematic for us. I think the first thing I'm going to quickly pop out and do, I think I've got the heat stamps now to be able to get the coal trail sorted. So let's try that one more time. I'm going to head off over here. Over there. Is that what it's asking to do? I'm struggling to understand how we get this thing connected. We go this way, that way. Is it the difficulty of the path? So this is easy, right? We'll run all the way over here. And then it's kind of saying we're coming into this area right over there, and then we need to. This is our way station. So that's the one right there. Or is this the way station? If we do that, what does this actually do? We can just sort that path out. Oh, I think this is okay. There we go. So that's the path up to there, right? So now they're going to go ahead and build it. So let's make that move, get that built. Then we're going to get the guys to build the next section. That's going to be way easier. I was getting a little bit flustered by this. I see. If we go here and we connect this path again. Oh, hang on. We still need to do some work here. So now, not more. We'll get it to go over here. Now we don't have so we could have got that to connect. But I think ultimately it's better to do it this way. Can we really not make it here? Oh, hang on. Well, okay, so we can just path this entire place, right? If we were to go here, there, yeah, we don't have the cost to meet that, so we need a few more things. Alternatively, if we then go here, which you've already done, right? Can't we just build a path from here? Do we really need to? Weird. Okay, so we do. I'm still struggling with this whole concept of it. Okay, so that was a pretty useless waste of our time and our heat stamps. Okay, let's get one more round done. Dense housing block has been kind of proposed. Okay, now we've got the heat stamps. Now we're doing it. Now we are doing it. So the question really in my mind is, do we go all the way there and then all the way here? And it's going to take us 3 weeks to get that built. Well, let's just get that built. So now we should go all the way to the city. I think that's the way station, or the logistics center or something. So let's keep going. Let's run the weeks to get that built, and then that should give us the additional coal that we need. We don't have the Frostpunk teams there, or the Frostpunk teams, the Frostland teams. Go into the city here. We've got some other stuff to deal with. Separated families. Stewart, a large group of people has set up camp outside the city by one of our checkpoints. They claim to be relatives of outsiders we let in. My daughter is alone in there, said a distressed mother. You need to let me in. She needs me. After checking, we told her that her daughter, a 15-year-old laundress, is safe and doing well, but the mother won't budge. Like her, the others are refusing to leave until they are let in. What should we do? I think we should relax that law and keep families together, right? If someone qualifies for entry, we will let his close relatives in as well. Allow productive outsiders will increase the percentage of active workers in the population, which I think we need to do. Population in the population less efficiently. Active workers in the population less efficiently. And the other one we have is we will kind of reduce this. We don't want to get the ice bloods too strong though. So let's do that, and hopefully these people are a little bit happier with us still. Okay. Have we managed to finish this thing off? Okay, it should be finished soon. Okay, so now that's done. Okay. We've got the Frostland team back. We can now activate this. We can construct this, which doesn't cost us anything. And now we're actually bringing in the additional coal. But we're using up our Frostland teams, right, for that. So at the moment, our coal availability should now result in a surplus. So now we've got a surplus going on. We could switch this building back on if only we had the workers, right? But I believe we are missing a number of workers. So once everybody comes back from absenteeism, we should be able to sort that out. At the same time, I would very much like us to also build the hospital, which is another 200 workforce and 100 heat stamps. So we're still short on the workforce over there. So it's all a little bit problematic for us, to say the least. Now here, now we can go for housing insulation, which will reduce the base heat demand, which I think is what we need to be doing. But we've also promised to have a look at worker shifts, right? So we promised, what did we promise? Promised the ice bloods that will do this. So we're either going to do the weather adjust there, or we're going to do it here for the ice bloods. Ooh. I've never had a look at this, actually. Fighting against the cold is futile. We will not give in to the hubris of machines. The frost makes steel brittle. We will adapt, even if it means sacrifices. Merit and tradition. Okay, so they're pretty happy with us, just in general. These guys, on the other hand, yeah, they think the progress is there too. But yeah, what we'll need to do. What is this though? Anyway, I think I'm just going to go with that and say we'll develop that idea. It's not going to cost us anything. So let's do that. That's kind of solving a number of different things. We should put a law forward. Let's quickly have a look at what we can do. What I might do. So here, good demand per capita is marginally decreased. I wouldn't mind doing that, actually. That's something that feels like the right thing to do for us. Reduce the overall. So here we've got allow select outsiders. We've got cities development effort. We still don't have anything here with regards to welfare or contagion issues. But I don't think we need that. These are all done. Rule. Okay, captain's authority. But I think this is not available in the preview. Okay, so anyway, that's fine. Let's go back here. So the goods one, I think, is something we should be putting forward. But again, this is supported by the foragers and the ice bloods. Yeah, and I'd rather have this. So let's do this one. We'll durable goods. In order to make best use of scarce resources, we'll focus on producing sturdy and easily repairable goods. I believe this will go through without us having to do any further issues there. Let's just put this to the vote and see what happens there. I think this should be fine. We need like 12 more people on it. Yes, good stuff. It's passed. Okay, so this should reduce the goods demand a fair bit. So now we're barely touching our surplus, so we don't need that extra one, I think. So I think for the moment, we are holding firm. However, we are not getting the additional food anymore. And we're plunging into the... What is going on over here, though? Oh, it's not working? Why? It's been disabled, I'm assuming, due to workforce? I didn't realize that. Did we switch it off or did it switch off by itself? These guys are skeptical. We need to get them to come our way. So let's, what do we do? Greatly improve, make a promise, or fund a project. Let's just fund a project. I think that's going to be the easiest. So we'll just fund a project. And we managed to get them a little bit happier with us. Back to neutral, I think. We need to make sure we keep it there. The demand is decreased. Excellent. So hopefully that helps us even further. Yeah, now we're stockpiling a fair bit, actually, 240 at the moment. So we will still be stockpiling if we move people out. Okay, now what I'm going to do now. It's warmer now? Yeah, I think so. We need to stockpile a lot though. But I haven't pulled the extra extraction. That's okay. We could still do that. This guy is doing its thing, but we need to go and explore some other stuff as well. So what I might do is I might switch this thing off now because we don't need all of that. And at the same time, what we'll do is we'll need to, but we can't go out here, right? It's still just a little bit outside of our reach in terms of the 10. We could come this way. Let's continue to do this exploration over here. So let's send the guys over to the Sea of Ice and get that exploration going. We don't need. I think we're good on this, right? So yeah, we're still stockpiling, but much reduced rate than I previously anticipated. Okay, excellent. We've got tons more people in here now, so hopefully that is helping us out. Yeah, so we're generating a little bit more. Can we get these guys to go back hunting? It's too soon to do this action again. Okay, so basically we do need more food now. So now food is the next big issue for us. We're going to run out of food, and housing is a bit of a problem too. So we do need to probably expand our housing, and I still want to build the hospital. So let's build the hospital. Right, I would like to build the hospital. We've got the extra workers. I'm going to need a little bit more heat, but hopefully that will solve a few of our issues. We do need another housing district, and we do need to go and find more food. Okay, so let's have a look at some ice breaking then. We can't afford ice breaking at the moment. Yeah, food is going to be out in 18 weeks. We really need to get cracking on the food. What's happening over here? Apprentice. Oh, okay, so not a street urchin anymore. Spinning dog hair into yarn. Okay, so saying a little bit of stuff. So family apprenticeship promises better future for children. Well, I'm happy that I'm assuming that gets hope to rise. Oh, we've got some stuff down here. Our journey to adaptation and things like that. We should have enough to do some ice breaking. Let's do some ice breaking. There's food up here, right? Oh, it's all the way over here. Ooh. Another station, more materials. Our materials, okay, we should switch that one back on again. Yeah, that should be fine, actually. Oof. So, if we were to try and come up here, okay, well, we'll frost break up that way. We should be able to switch this thing back on. Okay, we're getting the hospital up and running now. I'm assuming it's growing. Oh, we need a housing district. Okay, so the next thing we need to build is a bit of a housing district, I think. We've got too many people not housed at the moment. but everything else is looking okay. Promise kept. They now look upon the rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. Trust rises. Happy to see that everybody is kind of dealing with their stuff here. We do need to look at another idea, but before we do that, can we build a housing district? We need a few more heat stamps. That's okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a housing district going. Oh, and we've done the frost, the breaking, right? So let's do another. We do need another round because food. Yeah, food is going to be problematic. Can we get them to do the hunting trip? Not yet. I have no idea how long between. So let's open up these items here so that we can build another food district. And we also need another housing district, and we need to do some more kind of discovery out in the areas. Delegate session, vote on whether adjusted shifts will be held in 10 weeks. We may as well just open that up. This one probably won't pass. Heat demand is slightly decreased. Disease is slightly decreased. Resource production efficiency is slightly decreased. Will we or will we not try and push this through? I think we're just going to let it go. We've done what we've promised to do here and let them. We've done the research and so on.
The no's have it.
So it's not happening. People are a little bit less happy with that. Okay, so we can't do that right now. We need to get into research. We're still frost breaking over here. Let's have a quick look. So waste heat conversion. Ooh. Heat output is extremely increased per extraction district industrial. Heat output is extremely increased per extract district and industrial district. And it costs us nothing. On this side, heat re-injection, heat recycling, heat re-injection, resource production efficiency is significantly increased. Now that will help us, but it will also not necessarily help us. I'm kind of thinking we just go with this. Heat output, heat recycling. We'll do that. Let's hope that the heat output is extremely increased per extraction district, and hopefully that helps us a lot. So let's do that. Well, we'll have to figure it out as we go. Okay, there we go. So this area is done now. So let's we don't have the money for districts, so we do need to wait for more heat stamps to come in. Everybody's kind of holding on, but we do need a housing district, and we've got 10 more weeks of food. Sick and able to work in the city. Oof, and we're kind of running out there. Okay, we should be able to do a food district. You lack 81 workforce to build it. Okay, so the question is, how much of a surplus do we have here? Not a lot at all. If we switch this one back off again, it's too many people absent, right? So what does this actually produce? This produces 30. How much of a surplus do we have? 18. So we're going to pop back into that. So I think for the time being, I'm going to switch that off. Right, so we've got the extra people. Get the district going. And kind of build it up here, right? Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get the food district going. Run that, and there's an iron mine we can build here too. Hopefully by that time this food district is done. This food district will, I think, be enough to get us across the line. Certainly looks like it. Walling buckets upstairs. Okay. So what is this saying? You amended to allow productive outsiders law to let in whole families regardless of their qualifications. Okay, so some people are not happy. What do they contribute? Understand. We have to be a little bit a little bit more kind of humane with people struggling. So let's get this district built. Do need us to get better with some of this stuff as well. We'll have to have a look at what our Frostland teams, how can we do some more Frostland teams? So that's another house district here, right? So we get that to move. So this gives us a surplus of 40. Yeah, that's not quite enough for us to switch this guy off, right? This gives us an extra 100.
Technicians are on their way.
Yeah, we will need to switch some of these things in. Oh, there we go. Coal is becoming a problem. Why? Okay, at the moment, we've got 469 requirement for heat. When this research is done, heat recycling is done, and this is still 469. Oh, has been put on the agenda for foragers. The amount of people getting sick is just crazy. We do need to sort this out. Okay, so let's get this onto the vote. This is going to pass straight away, I'm very sure. Actually, it's pretty tight. But let's get the vote on. It only needs 2 extras. There we go.
The proposed law has been
It's
approved.
done. So with that in mind, is this dropping? Oh, yeah. I think because this is working again. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to build another housing district. And I think we'll have enough workers for that, right? Disease weakens our workforce. Poor conditions in the city takes its toll. Disease spreads. Some are so sick they're unable to work. If it continues, we will endanger the ability to sustain the city as our workforce is decimated. We must act, ensure there's enough heat, shelter, and food, or consider developing other ideas that will combat disease. Okay, so this is an issue for us, so we really need that that extra housing district. I think it's just because of this, and I think then we'll actually be pretty good. So let's get a housing district going, and we want to make sure we maximize its heat efficiency. These use a squalor. Yeah, okay, so we don't necessarily want that happening. If we go here, yeah, we'll just go around here and make sure we're adjacent to things that will give us the whatever heat bonuses we get. Is that going to be enough, though? I'm not sure. We've got 33 shortage, so we'll get that done soon. These guys are still skeptical. I do have a little bit of money, so let's see if we can't. Oh, it's too soon to do that. Oh, my goodness. Do we grant them an agenda? Do we do some research for them instead? A new work deal? I don't want to continue going on this journey here, right? Even though resource heat demand is decreased, resource production efficiency is increased. This is looking amazing, actually, at no cost. That's the kind of stuff that you want to do. Advanced hothouses. Yeah, but the problem with this is that we don't have the resources to get it. What we need to do is get these things sorted out so we can get better scouting teams. Vanguard Logistics Bay, storing and handling any essential survival gear and providing training on how to use it efficiently, workforce requirement, and it gives us 15 extra Frostland teams, which is what we need to go and discover that next section. On the other hand, if we go with the machinists, we will have 500 workforce requirement and only 10 Frostland teams. So the 15 Frostland teams is really good, but I'm kind of thinking we don't have the workforce, right, to deal with it. Right? This is a significantly bigger workforce. So let's just go with this one, and we'll try and improve things as we go. So let's develop this idea for 50, and hopefully these guys gets happier with us along the way. That is kind of the plan. So let's do that. We're in the midst of finalizing exploration over there, so then we can have a look at the next piece, potentially stockpile some more stuff here. We may need to do a little bit more than that, though. Just have so few people working. Frozen Sea is explored. So let's go over there and have a look. What did we find? Trapped Dreadnought. Okay. After a while, you forget how big the dreadnoughts were. 600 metric tons of pure iron. We ran into one half buried in a deep chasm. It was nearly vertical, towering over us, dark and foreboding. Its crew froze trying to free it, their tools still in their hands. Our nimblest scouts climbed up to the cargo bay and discovered coal, raw timber, steel plates inside. Sadly, we won't be able to scrap the dreadnought, but we could recover its cargo with minimal effort. Take the cargo, which gives us 5,000 materials and 10,000 coal stockpile, and it takes 5 of our Frostland teams. Okay, so if we go out of that, so we can grab that. Now, the next thing is we have another meager coal mine. Creating a snowdrift, we found a long abandoned coal mine nearly depleted. More coal remains to send back to the city. Let's have a look. Another 168,000, which is good. We can use this. Obviously, we need to connect a trail up to, wow, all the craziness over here, basically. So it's starting to get pretty long. So it's going to cost us a lot in terms of the heat things. So what do we need to explore over here? Safe territory, fast chart. So we can go out that way, though we do need to get out to the glacier, which we cannot do because we don't have the 20 teams. I'm pretty keen on bringing back the cargo, though. 10,000 coal and 5,000 material is a pretty good thing for us. So let's get a team to bring that back. Now we've got 5 other Frostland teams. Can we switch this thing back on for 5? No, we cannot. Can we send anybody anywhere for 5? We cannot. So the only other thing that we could do with 5 is we could connect a trail, right? And we get it to here. And there. Oh my goodness. This is way too costly. So potentially we can use that and get that over there. How long is this going to take us to bring this stuff back? 6 weeks. We need additional teams, guys. We need additional Frostland teams. Resource deposit is nearly depleted, so we're going to run out of materials soon. These guys are dropping. We still don't have enough housing, so we do need to expand this housing district even further. Yeah. Oh. Let's do that. Let's fill that in there, get that further expansion, and hopefully that's going to give us, I don't think it's only going to give us 5, so we'll need to build another dense housing unit or something in here to help further solve that issue. It's getting cold. Okay, so that's there. What does this look like? We still need 9. We don't really have the heat stamps. In terms of buildings, housing, I'm looking for the dense housing unit. We don't have the workforce to run a dense housing unit. Oh my goodness. So how far is this from being depleted? Still 55 weeks in terms of what we're doing here. We can't really, can we? Oh, our surplus is very minimal. Our surplus is very minimal. At least but we're bringing in how much? 5,000. So yeah, now our surplus is too minimal at the moment. So we're going to keep having people absent. Struggling to keep everything balanced. Really struggling to keep everything balanced. Older season, heat demand has increased, and now how quickly are we running out? 50 per day, and there's a whiteout coming, right? We just, the transport of the coal is here. Excellent, that's good. So now we've got our people back, right? Yes, okay, let's pop in there and quickly see what the next step is. So we could switch on the coal, right? Or we could, well, we can't really further explore. I'm kind of tempted to just explore a little bit on this side to see if we can't find something. This could give us food, right? If we could switch off one of the districts, let's just see what that looks like. We don't need the coal straight away, but then we can switch it on as soon as they're done. And this should be pretty close. Yeah, I'm hoping that'll be okay, but we need way more coal. Signing Hilltop City? Yeah. Worried about his son looking for a culprit. Little Joey's been coughing all night, his forehead as hot as the generator. It's them Turners, I know it. They got the new flu. Oh my goodness. The lack of law regulating contagion is causing tension to rise. Well, you know what I'm going to do? To reduce issues, right? Our tension isn't a big deal. And these guys need to be... so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grant them the agenda. No waste heat management. I put that on the agenda. Okay, so they're a little bit happier. So now, and I'm just going to let this run. What does this actually do for us? No efforts are taken to reuse excess heat from industrial machines. So that's basically, we've got heat recycling out there at the moment, right? So at the moment, that's kind of where this comes from. We'll just allow that vote to happen. I think this is a poor thing to try and do. So we'll just do that. We'll let them do the vote and lose out on it.
The votes are in.
Yeah.
The measure fails.
But at least it's got them a little bit more towards the neutral position for us. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh, actually, we probably need to put a cut in here. The balance is challenging. Oh, actually, can we... I don't think we've got the workforce to build the building. Let's just have one quick look at it. Yeah, so we can't do the dense housing block because we don't have the workforce to deal with it. We're going to continue to have absenteeism because of it. This is dropping, so we can't drop anybody from a coal point of view. We've still got this, right? So if we were to switch this off, this is 350 workers at the moment. This one is 1,000 workers. This one is 400 workers. So what I'll do, and what is this providing? 170 materials. Yeah, it's not quite what we're looking for, but let's switch this off for a little while, right? I think that should be fine. And then what we'll do is we'll see about actually getting that additional housing built. Hopefully everybody will be way happier when we get the housing. So that's going to require a bit of workforce. Moves it towards merit. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are struggling with the balance of everything, but we're still surviving. But our stockpiles and things, I do think I want to expand, you know, the ability for us to stockpile more stuff in order for us to kind of last through whatever 30 weeks we've got going here. Yeah, that's one of the things that we'll need to have a bit of a look at. Okay, but anyway, if you've been enjoying it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.